What's up, guys? Chameleon enthusiasts of the world. Thought I would do a quick video on Leon here. People have been asking me about how I train him to be so mellow. And my first recommendation to you is food association. Try to get your chameleon to hand feed. That's the first step, in my opinion. And you do that by introducing food into the cage with your hands, dropping the crickets in front of his face so he sees the hand brings food. You got to give it time. Be patient. Eventually, you're going to start. You might go space out your feeding. Every other day. As long as you're watering every day, you could even go skip 2 days and then start bringing in the food, because he'll be hungry enough that he may be willing to take the risk of trying to hit or eat the food from you pretty quickly as soon as you drop the cricket. What happened with me is I started noticing at first he would be gaping and running from me when he was only 3 and 4 months old, and then if he were hungry, he would wait until I just dropped the cricket and then he'd shoot it with his tongue, and then all of a sudden he started getting even more bold and he would just shoot it out of my hand. I've gotten to the point now that I almost won't eat unless it's in my fingertips. But let's see if we can get him to eat a worm here. Show off for me, Leon. Show the people what you can do, man. Come on. There you go. Okay. So that's the first step, man, because you got to remember, reptiles' nature is to be pretty solitary. They don't want to be messing with anybody and to be afraid of you, but they will learn. They're not stupid, and they'll happily learn to eat out of your hand if you just reinforce that positive association that the hand brings food, you bring water, you're not dangerous. It's a lot of patience, not pushing it too hard. If he's hissing at you, work slowly. Again, just work backwards. If he's going to bite at you or lunge at you, you want to kind of rewind and just come back into just introducing food. Just get him used to having you around. I keep the cage door open when he was young and when I was home. And then I started putting a string from the cage door out to his free-range enclosure as I started to slowly introduce him to him. Because at first he didn't want to come out of the cage. And then slowly started climbing out the wire. And learning that was safe. I think free-ranging in general makes your chameleon more mellow. I think there's just something about them being caged up they don't like, plus the whole process of opening the cage door, trying to grab them out from the back. It's really stressful for them, whereas if they've got a big enclosure, they're used to you walking around, I think they're faster to just mellow out. Oh, let's get another one, brother. Show the people. Come on. There you go. He's a big superworm fan. I do feed him crickets. I like to gut load with vegetables, fruits, and veggies. Some of the commercial gut load, I do use the water crystals with vitamin D3 in it. He's outdoor right now. I just got back from the West Coast, so he's living on my porch right now. But it's nice and warm and humid for him, so I think he's actually digging it. Turns 3 in December. Let's see if we can get him to eat one more. But just through patience and working with him, nothing crazy, man. I just tried to, take it at his speed, but, not also at the same time try to interact with him every day. I tried to, it's one of those things they kind of learn and then unlearn, so you have to work with your chameleon on it. But I think panthers, I had a veiled some time ago, and I found that the panther seems to be much more mellow by nature. But remember, there are going to be some panthers that are just aggro, and they just are never going to do this with you. So when you're selecting a baby panther, what I did is I told the breeder, if you could try to stick your hand in there and see the one that seems to run the least or seems to be the most mellow, pick that one. And then hopefully you got at least an easier place to start from as you begin to train them. But I got it now that, he'll let me pick them up pretty much any time. And still don't really like me want to be petted too much. I don't think he really digs that at all, but at this point, what I'm trying to train him to do is to, when he's hungry, to come crawl on my hand. And I don't know if I can get that kind of behavior trained, but I'll tell you, when I came up to shoot this video, and he was in the tree, he certainly reacted to me coming in the room, and sort of made himself more available to me, although he certainly didn't reach for me. But we'll see. I'll do some more videos if that starts happening. Leon, say what's up to the people, man. Say what's up to the people. And Blobby Panther from Chameleons. And again, I just really didn't do anything crazy except just free range them and try to work with them at least, a couple minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, and then if on Saturday or in the evenings, if I'm home, I'll take them out of the cage, just have them on my shoulder, or let them crawl around, explore some new areas. Anyway, any other questions, post them up, but it's really kind of something you're going to have to go down that adventure with them, and persistence and patience. Alright.